Aloha, Lohali signing in, and today I want to talk to you about the quality of your takuban's. This is a continuation of my monthly manga collector tip series, and if you take a look somewhere at the top of the screen, I am going to link you to last month's video. Now, we are going to talk about the physical quality of your manga, not the story, but the physical quality of manga going on to your shelves. Now, as collectors, we all have a little bit of a different ranking system, and we also have a little bit of a different view as to what is acceptable to be on these shelves. For me, as a thrifter, basically the thrifter manga collector, I have four different things, four different levels that I look at when buying. So first you have your new and like new condition. Then you have your gently used. Next comes the fairly well worn, and finally is the critical condition. So the new or like new is something that can be related to anyone buying new or used manga, and that is manga like volume number 70 of One Piece. This is something that does not have a broken spine. The edges are not yellowed at all. There is no dog earring. This is a pristine and mint condition manga. This looks beautiful on any shelf, no matter who you are. Now, if you're buying this brand new, obviously expect to pay close to retail price. However, if you are buying it used, half price books will sell these normally for $4.99 a pop, if not for $3.99 if you're a little bit lucky. Now, next is the gently used manga. Now, there are a few things that can fall into this category as gently used. However, I'm going to be using Mar, and Initial D as an example. Now, with Mare, the spine is still in great condition. They have not bent it back to break anything. The cover is still pristine. However, there is yellowing on the pages around the edges. That is acceptable. That comes from basically just being a book. It is getting oxygen, so it is becoming yellow. The only way to really prevent this is to buy those weird little plastic sleeves that you can shove your manga in, but for me that would take way too much time, way too much money, and I really don't feel like doing that. And next is Initial D. Now, again, the cover is nice. The pages aren't actually yellowed on this. However, if you take a look at the spine right here, there's some weird folding. Now, for me personally, that is not a huge drawback, which is why it does fall into the gently used category. The pages are still turnable, it's still easy to read, but that spine just has a little bit of extra flavor on there. It's the next step down now. I would be hesitant to pay anything over $4.99 for this unless it isn't a rare and out of print manga. But $3.99, really a good deal. And if you can get it for less, snap it up. Next is the fairly well worn. Now, I do have two examples of this. First is this Ultraman volume number 1. Now, there is no break in the spine, which is great. I actually have not seen that very often in manga at all. However, the pages are yellowing a bit. There is a little bit of cover gump and goop, and the corners are kind of getting a little bit dog-eared. But the one thing that really puts us into the fairly well-worn category is the pages at the corners, along with that dog-earing, also are red for some reason. Like, I don't know if the shells were painted, I don't know. But this right here, other than the fact that it was a rarer manga, I would not pay $3.99, anything over $3.99 for this. If you can get it for $3.99, great. If you can't, you might be better off waiting. The next example of this fairly well worn is my volume number 12 of Rave Master. Now, I am putting this one probably in a little bit higher category than I should, but the spine has a few issues with it. It's yellowing, it's dog-eared, and it looks like a dog actually carried it in its mouth. I'm not joking, there are bite marks on this manga. That should probably throw it into critical condition, but there is one very important thing that is keeping it from that critical condition conundrum. And finally is my only example of critical condition, and probably a regret that I'm gonna have, that is volume number 4 of Zatch Bell. Now, this manga was a great read, and I definitely bought this as an impulse when I first started collecting manga. If you take a look at it, there is no spine damage. However, at the very top, there is water damage. And on the back cover, it looks like somebody just folded a corner down for some reason, or dropped it weird and stamped on it. I don't know. It looks terrible. But these critical condition manga, you probably don't want to buy unless it is completing you and your heart. Unless you're feeling the heart of the manga. Sorry for the Yu-Gi-Oh quote, it just had to happen. But if you're really feeling the heart of that manga, then you can rescue it from those shelves, but it's not going to give really a longevity. If it has water damage, if it's folded like that, the book is going to be more delicate and be more apt to fall apart. Now, again, I made a mistake buying this one, but you're allowed one mistake every now and then. Trust me. So what are your different levels as a collector? Do you dip anywhere below the gently used? Is most of your collection critical quality? I don't know, not gonna judge you. Let me know in the comments down below, and stay tuned for my next monthly tip video. It is going to be a doozy. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check right down there for my latest Monday video, along with right over there for an instant classic that I know you're going to love. And as always, for everyone new and old, welcome and welcome back. It's your boy Lohali, signing out.